Coming to you live coast to coast from the iconic Disneyland in California. It's JGN's New Year's Eve 2026, plus the bonus coverage of JGN's 10th anniversary Royal Ball celebration. Hello everybody, I'm John Good, and welcome to JGN's New Year's Eve 2026, plus the bonus coverage of JGN's 10th anniversary Royal Ball celebration. I'm your host, John Good. We're here in the Storybook Theater, right here in the Storybook Land, here in our fairy tale island. So, the former home for new home of Ear Witness News. We send the invitations into one of these the millions of families and millions of people from all of the cartoon characters from the former members of JGN. And because a lot of people who don't know why, we're going to have a guaranteed to have a Royal Ball celebration. Because all of these people are wearing tuxedos and dresses for girls and tuxedos for boys. And mostly Pokemon. And so we have lots of changes here on my channel. Here on this event is going to be an hour. It was like a 2-day long celebration. So this is going to be 12. This is a time display clock graphic. Thank you, JGN, for sponsoring our program. And we have lots of changes in our program. We're going to have a special celebration for our JGN's 10th anniversary. So this is I'm wearing this same outfit from a few years ago. I am so honored for this. You must get prepared for this. And then the flag will be rising, or flying will be raising up high for the next 12 hours. No, or more. Well, maybe flying will be rising in the morning. But then I really hope we're going to get prepared for this. All of his people are sleeping in the castle. So this is a pretty like a multi-million-dollar castle that I spent. So today's topic, we did a Halloween celebration. I'm having a good time. And so this Thanksgiving Day celebration. So this Christmas is really good. Yeah. Well, it took a lot of work to do it, and because I'm having a good time with this year. So, that's a very good way to start of it. In the hour of the New Year's Rockin' Eve. The theme song with that one is from 2000s. That's a legacy of Dick Clark. Just a quick reminder. We have right before we begin for this upcoming tonight's New Year's Eve celebration at 6 p.m. We were able to take this moment to extend over one of the best New Year's resolutions where many American, many California residents. So we're still recovering from the California wildfires, and I really hope really soon. So hopefully we'll rebuild the houses and the buildings, and all of their lives will be returned to normal. So, and they say that's not gonna work. So let me tell you why. Because we're in the Storybook Castle. We're in the Storybook bricks, And the banner says Happy New Year, and my own news desk with it 2026 in it. That's it. That's how it will be becoming an international phenomenon. For this, so this is like a new season of 24. This is like a 24-hour celebration of JGN's New Year's Eve 2026. But this time we have to do something a little bit educated. But this year it might not take place in Times Square this year, but this is gonna be like a lot of tension in the air, because don't know why we will skip the Times Square New Year's Eve celebration because of the ratings are dropping, and because we're added the time and a time graphic, and you must watch the clock. The time is now 12:06 a.m. 12:06 right here in Storybook Castle. Today we're gonna talk about the pre-launch of JGN. When I was a little kid, back in 2012, it is John Good 93 YouTube channel, the pre JGN channel, and then I tried to make Mr. JLG Goes to Core, Mr. JLG Goes to High School, and it became an infamous phenomenon. And I tried to do it, and I made too many copyrighted songs on my YouTube channel. I made Basic Canadian Warm Seed with a Cat and a Hat. That's how we were talked about this, and I just won millions of dollars. That's how we becoming an international phenomenon. So it became a phenomenon, and it deleted without a real explanation. And in 2012 is Basic Canadian Warm Seed 2. It's like a sequel of A Millionaire, and it tried to make a tournament of 10. It doesn't work. And then the Super John Air began, and it actually won millions of dollars, and it froze the confetti everywhere in the dining room. And that's how they would do it. And then I made Austin and John playing Super Mario Strikers series, and back in 2012, because that's not gonna work. And then we met Austin, and then we have 3 shows, and now in the last few months, in the 4 through 7 entered in the alternative dimension. Then I lost count, and its series ended very well. And it says next time in A New Beginning there will be a cliffhanger. And unfortunately, John Good has deleted. John Good 93 has been terminated due to it without the parents' permission. And then 2013 is gone. It has gone bananas. And then 3 years later, John Good Network is born. And then we made Punch Your Face in Knockout Kings 2000 series. It would be the first ever JGN's original show, and also the celebration, and then it will be made Powerball Instant Millionaire theme song is trying to make it unclean and then do it clean version. It would do a lot of work to do this. Let's see. JGN's 10th anniversary will be coming up coming up tomorrow night. Tomorrow, and we must get prepared for a JGN's celebration. The JGN's Royal Ball celebration will be coming up in about coming up in a few days. JGN's 10th anniversary Royal Ball celebration will be coming up on January 4th. So, you must get prepared for this. And then after that, I made a Pokemon DVD and a Pokemon videos. It has signs and stuff like that. And I recently deleted a lot of videos lately. And I made stupid video series and I made called Calling Flint's Dad and a Due to the Copyright Material by Sony. That's its own idea. And I made Reel of Misfortune, the two films, and it failed. That it became a big failure. And then I made Chatronic shows. It was like a Chatronic stupid video series. That's not going to be able to work after all. And I like Build-A-Bear Meltdown is one of my infamous rants on television, on YouTube history. And I recently deleted from YouTube. So let's start with Punch Your Face and Knockout Kings 2000 series. So Punch Your Face and Knockout Kings 2000 series began on 2020 to 2026, 2016. The Punch Your Face and Knockout Kings 2000 series takes place in an old house. And I made the first episode. It wasn't really great, and then animations is removed, and it's gone for good. And I'm going to tell you because we are having a boxing with the YouTubers, including Dashi, Juggernuggets, and kid behind the camera, and then some Psycho Dad and stuff like that. But unfortunately, Juggernuggets will not be invited for the JGN's Royal Ball celebration because it's just a bad, serious joke. So that's how we talk about it, and then we'll hopefully eventually we'll make a Punch Your Face and Knockout Kings 2000 series 10th anniversary special will be coming up in the future, in the next 2 months for this. And that's how we're going to talk about it for now. Time is now 12:12 a.m. here in the Storybook Castle. Coming up on JGN's New Year's Eve 2026. We're going to get prepared for the official storylines of Punch Your Face and Knockout Kings 2000 series. We'll be right back right after this. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back to JGN's New Year's Eve 2026, the 24-hour celebration. So time is now 12:17. So let's continue the story about Punch Face and Knockout Kings 2000 series. So let me talk about this. So I made 5 episodes per season, and it was a really great series. It is, and then the second season begins, and it has to be the same lineups for that one. I listened to a lot of rants, and when I'm fighting, it wasn't really that great. So much negativity and stuff like that. So this is like a trilogy, and it's like a series like we're gonna make it. And I made a lot. I just lost a lot of games, and I won some of them. So I tried to make Nintendo Switch the commercial with the Imagine with Dragon. It's like like a Believer song that contains the copyright material by Image Dragons. That's not gonna be able to work ever. And it deleted, and it got deleted from YouTube. And that's how we're gonna be able to do about this. And then a few seasons later, John Good decided to move into a new apartment building. And also at JGN's New Year's Eve, JGN's new home. And I really hope we're going to get ready for JGN's new home. And I hope we were going to get prepared for this for a little bit. And I made Punch Your Face and Knockout Kings 2000 series. And I made Deep into Knockout Kings videos and about WCW Mayhem on Nintendo 64. That's how do we talk about this, and I scared Olivia too much. That's not gonna work. And unfortunately, the Deep into Knockout Kings series is gone and for good because it's just a little bit nicer. You see, but so one episode later. So on one episode later, and I found a Serena dress because they don't have enough candy in this thing because I was feeling stressed out. I was feeling scared and very sad. And I was recently need to say this because at 12:20. So 12:20 is time. So let me talk about this. So back in a few episodes ago, I made a WWF Warzone on Nintendo 64, and it has to be supposed to be an epic series finale of Punch Your Face series, and I accidentally wearing this dress. And I recently deleted from YouTube, and I was recently sad, and because this series is canceled, and then John Good decided to make a 5-year anniversary in 2021, and then I was feeling depressed about this because and after that, because in 2026. Hopefully we're going to do a Punch Your Face and Knockout Kings 2000 Series 10th anniversary celebration. And eventually we'll work on my own project. Around here. And we're going to have an apology. We're going to have a special celebration eventually. We're going to do a reunion celebration of Punch Your Face and Knockout Kings 2000 Series. And then next year in 2027, we'll do an NFL Blitz 10th anniversary celebration. We'll be doing a one-time only special. and then hopefully we're gonna get ready for John Good's 30th birthday. And then in 2028, Mickey Mouse will be celebrating a 100th birthday. But this is, I don't know it's gonna work. I don't know it's gonna work. So I hope it's gonna work for the huge milestone. And then also earlier this year, Disneyland is celebrating a 70th anniversary earlier this year, and I'm having a good time here at Disneyland 70th anniversary throughout this entire decade, the entire celebration. I think I prefer the Disneyland 50th anniversary celebration is better, but it looks pretty classic to me. Pretty classic. So to tell you the at 12:30 at 12:20 12. Okay, you see because Mickey and Minnie looks a bit casual. It's just kind of been entertaining by this. Let's get back to this. So that's it, and we did it on the previous episodes. Throughout this entire event, and it's all about happy, very happy. At 12, so at 12 p.m. It has a lot of guests here in Disneyland in California, to celebrating a huge birthday. I really hope Disneyland will be like that. Well, hopefully we're gonna get ready for the 75th anniversary for the next 5 years. So for next year's JGN's New Year's Eve 2026, and then next year's JGN's New Year's Eve 2027 will be JGN's John Good's 30th birthday. It will be, hopefully we're gonna do it longer than I expected. So, and to say, that's how we talked about this. So, I would like to think, so time is now 12:25, and right here in Storybook Castle. So this is like a lifelong celebration here in Disneyland in California, for celebrating our 70th anniversary. So this year's the New Year's Eve themed is Disney themed. I really hope we might get ready for a JGN's milestone. For a JGN's 10th anniversary will be coming up on January 4th. So you must get prepared for this, and when we come back, I'll see you. We're going to talk about the JGN the history of JGN in just a moment. This is JGN's New Year's Eve 2026. We'll see you in the second. See you guys in the second half of the hour. welcome to a half hour. Welcome. Hello, everybody. I'm John Good, and welcome back to our second half of the hour of the number one of a 24 hours into celebration. 24-hour celebration of JGN's New Year's Eve 2026. Thank you for being here for being part of it. So let's talk about the history of pre times of JGN. So back when I was a little boy, I watched Wheel of Fortune, and I love game shows. Like on Game Show Network is one of my favorite channels on the cable days. And it rebranded in 2004. And it has poker games and reality games and not video games. And also traditionally game shows. And that's how we're going to talk about one of the previous editions from the past. And then the December 31st. And also there will be a kids version of the Game Show Network like Nickelodeon Gas. And it has figured out Double Dare. Nickelodeon Guts, Get the Picture, and stuff like that. Then it is one of my favorites, and it's some of these graphics are outdated. Back in the late 2000s, and in 2007, it is over for good, and it reverted back to end. At the end, would be a 24-hour channel. That's not making any sense after all. So that's how we're gonna be able to do this, and this. So anyway, I haven't seen it for a while. So welcome to a half hour, or welcome to a second half of a first hour of JGN's New Year's Eve 2025. So it's only about 23 hours away from the new year. So we have a lot of plans for working on this entire event. So this is going to be an intense mission to tell you. So join with them is Mr. Raven himself. Mr. Raven, welcome to the JGN's first ever New Year's Eve 24-hour television, 24-hour celebration. I hope you really enjoyed it. How's it feel?
Well, you see, I'm having a great time. This castle looks humongous.
Yeah, it's really good. So Raven, can you tell me about what is about to happen on JGN's New Year's Eve 2026?
Well, you must have, we have a lot of greatness around here.
This is gonna be a lot of work here. We have millions of people from around the world who are going to celebrate JGN's 10th anniversary celebration. He is now located live from a storybook castle here in John's Family Land, and well, that's really gonna work, and that's really gonna be the most spectacular event. So what is your New Year's resolution?
For my New Year's resolution is,
I really hope we will get ready for the Super Bowl for next year, for our Super Bowl 60. And I really hope we might get ready for this. I don't think the Ravens will lose this season.
this is gonna be a lot of work to do.
Okay, thank you, Raven, for being here. Here on a JGN's New Year's Eve 24-hour celebration. It feels great getting to know you better. I appreciate it, and let's hope we might get prepared for this. All right. So let's do something around this. So anyway, because so let's just do this. So the time is now 12:35 a.m. For record when I'm recording on this. So this is going to be a lot of work to do. So let's do it a recap on the first half an hour. So at 12:35. Okay. Anyway, so Punch Your Face Knockout Kings 2000 series is made in 2016, and it became a great success. So when I was a kid, I tried to watch the Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve from back in the old Yaya's house back from the early years of JGN, before JGN would be appeared. So this is going to be a lot of work to do. So coming up in the next hour, we're gonna watch some of the old shows from the past. Is the JGN's NFL Blitz reruns before we're gonna get prepared for the official run of the JGN's countdown to JGN's New Year's Eve 2026. And we are going to get prepared for this. So then all of his people are gathered in our studio, or here in the ballroom at the Storybook Castle. So this year's episode is all about the important celebration, but I really hope we're going to get prepared for the JGN's new season in the next 24 days, 24 hours. So I'm so get prepared for this. So coming up in the next hour, we're gonna watch some of the classic episodes of 24 Hours into a New Year, from the beginning of the first ever episode. The first ever episode from 2022. Not 2022 is 2023. It was originally began in 2023. It will be began in the JGN's New Year's Eve 2024 is where it began. And this is the official episode show, clip show. So this is going to be a lot of busyness to tell you. So thank you to say. This is going to be a lot of work to do. So, and also coming up in the second hour, or the third hour, we're going to make it and watch some of the like a JGN's New Year's Eve marathon. A JGN's New Year's Eve marathon 2026 marathon. We're going to watch some of the classic episodes. And we'll watch some of the reactions of a watching a reaction video about the 24 Hours into a New Year is where it all began. And then the third hour, we're gonna watch the NFL Blitz series reaction, and we're gonna get prepared for this. And the fourth hour, we're gonna get prepared for another marathon segment, and we're gonna get ready for this one. So hopefully in this morning, so coming up this morning at 7 a.m., we're gonna get ready for we'll rise the flag. We're gonna rise the flag. And we'll see, we're going to get prepared for the entire event of the series. And let's hope we will get ready for this. And then also in this morning, we're going to rise the flag up in the sky. And we'll count it down to the new year and through midnight. So this is gonna be a lot of work to do this. Is so this year at 6 p.m. This year, I was just picking in my nose a little bit. So anyway, tomorrow. So coming up in the next half hour, we're gonna get ready for JGN's. It's 6 p.m. on December 31st. We're gonna watch the Times Square ball raising up. You know that used to have it back then, because I'm sorry to tell you, the JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 takes place in Times Square this year. Will be a Disney themed special. But this is going to be took a lot of surprises in store. So we have, instead of a ball, we're gonna raise the flag up in the sky at 7 a.m. and then we'll rise down and then we're rising up at 6 p.m. Again, and then it will be at 11:59. We're gonna get ready to rise down. We'll get ready to rise down, and we'll counting down to the new year. And then rising up again, and then it rise down through 3 a.m. Rising down at let's see. At 3 a.m. Eastern Time. And after that, we're going to get prepared for JGN's Royal Ball celebration in the late morning. In early morning, we're going to get ready for JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 event, will be the iconic celebration. Will be iconic 10th anniversary celebration Royal Ball event. So thank you so much for watching for this one. So coming up next on JGN is that's the New Year's Eve schedule planner sponsored by JGN. I really hope we must get ready for under that one. So coming up next, the time is now 12:43 a.m. here in Storybook Castle, right here on JGN. Coming up, we're gonna get ready for a schedule planner for a special reruns of JGN's 24 Hours into a New Year series reaction video. And we must get ready for this entire presentation for this. And also coming up later on our program, we're gonna get ready for this. Get ready for the start of our second hour of 24 hours into a 24-hour celebration of JGN's New Year's Eve 2025. And please, you must get prepared for this. So we'll be right back right after these words. And don't you change that channel. I promise you're gonna love this. What's going on, everybody at home? Welcome back to our show. So, and today, the time is now 12:48. It's time for our reaction video. So, it's time for, we're going to watch the 24 Hours Until New Year's created by me. But it's a weird show that it is made in July of 2025. That's just a weird format, but that's not gonna work. But so right now, let's watch the video. Well, I love New Year's Eve. It's still 24 weeks. Let's play baseball.
And now it's built up. It should be pretty good to get here with 3 million. Swing it up and smashed on the line. Nice. What a play. Same story making it to his
99% of music events.
he had 2 minutes. Cancel that out of just
Oh, big Chad, and just he was after not to be big yet. From the Major League Baseball from here. Yeah. I was just adding the music about the baseball music, the generic one, but it is very weird to tell you because it's a very cool one because it's pretty well gameplay video for that one. That searching a lot. According to the New Year's Eve countdown, we're still in 175 days. 8 hours, 23 minutes, and 40 seconds. But there's no time for New Year yet. Hello everybody, I'm John Good, and welcome to 24 Hours Until the New Year. So this is a reality show for the first ever JGN original content miniseries event. This is only in a show you can. It's going to be a special New Year's Eve countdown vlogs miniseries. Is counting down to the new year in about 24 weeks until the new year. This is what this episode is about. So there's no time for the new year yet. We're in July, going on here. So we're still here out there because we're researching for new events of Disneyland in California, JGN Studios in Maryland. But unfortunately, due to it's losing a lot of power, JGN New Year's Eve 2024 will not be accepted. A live stream event will not be accepted. But which one is going to go in to save JGN? But we don't know what's going to be. Coming to you live, coast to coast, from JGN Studios in Maryland and Disneyland in California. It's JGN's New Year's Eve 2024. Let's give a big round of applause with a man of original content station himself, I'm a founder original content station of JGN. This is New Year's Eve 2024 preview. We're in July 2023, so we're in 175 days away for the new year. This is going to be exciting for you guys. It's only 24 weeks away. So there's only one entire situation. Here's my important news. Planet Fitness will return shortly, and then a new sponsor of New Year's Eve 2024, Disney 100. This is going to be millions of people from around the world, or even maybe 1 billion people from around the world. That's what I want to say. And now there's only one countdown website. It's called timeanddate.com. We're only about 175 days away to start out of a huge 24-hour celebration. So pack your bags early, because we're going to go to Disneyland, Times Square, and anywhere in the whole world. And you remember, please don't drink too much champagne.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Doubled up on the slider away. Two-seamer here. Just watch and see.
2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Next one misses. Now 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Is just 1 strike away. Stays alive.
That's a copyright material.
At the belt and fires. Got him! And that's the ball game.
Toronto won the game. Wanted to say, but so that's the partial part of a reaction video for 24 hours into a new year. So that's the preview for this, and I really hope that's the partial one, because it's just we're gonna pause the video for just a second, just to pause the video for just a second, and we're going to take a quick take a break for that one. So I'm having a good time for the first hour. We met Mr. Raven, and we're gonna get prepared for watching the official JGN's 24 Hours into a New Year marathon reaction video, and let's hope we might get prepared for that one. And this is going to be, and it took a lot of work to do so. This is going to be very exciting for that one. But so thanks. That's how we're going to do it for today's topic about JGN's New Year's Eve 2025 project for the reaction video. So coming up, we'll see you in an hour for our We'll see you guys for the hour number 2 of 24 hours into a celebration, 24-hour celebration of JGN's New Year's Eve 2026. So goodbye, everybody, and we'll see you in hour number 2. And I would like to thank the executive producer, John Good, for being in part of it. And with my partner, we're partners at King Master, for editing this time display clock graphic. And thank you so much for watching. And And please we'll see you all next. We'll see you guys in hour number 2 of JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 24-hour celebration, plus the bonus coverage of JGN's 10th anniversary Royal Ball celebration. So thank you so much for watching, and please happy New Year, and please do not drink too much champagne.